Another great partnership and opportunity is for all of you young Canadians that are here is My Park Pass. And I'd like to introduce two of our partners that have made this possible. They've done amazing work. Michael Levine from Historica Dominion Institute and Ian Davidson from Nature Canada. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Alan. Am I too old to apply to unplug? I couldn't help but be extremely nostalgic watching what I've seen so far. Many years ago, I had the privilege of executive producing the Terry Fox story, and I remember walking into a broadcast executive trying to sell the film, and he said, "Do you understand what is so unique about this story?" And of course, I thought what was unique was the courage and fighting the illness and doing good. He said, "No, where else in the world would a young man battling cancer take the landscape and try to run 3,000 miles? My childhood is immersed in Algonquin Park, in taking a train through Banff and watching that gorgeous, gorgeous landscape." So for us at Historica Dominion Institute, an organization that has its roots back into the 1980s and that has had everything to do with trying to acquaint Canadians with their own stories, a partnership with Parks Canada and Nature Canada is a natural. We're very, very privileged to be part of My Parks Pass. It has been very much within our mandate to encourage youth engagement in this country, using history as a way of informing us of our values and our future. Creatively, we've been involved in writing an arts competition, civically encouraging the youth vote through the Democracy Project, and encouraging knowledge of citizenship through the Canadian Citizenship Challenge. Now we are turning to another form of youth engagement in appreciating and conserving our natural heritage and our historic sites. We are thrilled to be giving access to over 200 sites to grade 8 students and I believe it's second students in Canada, and I want to congratulate particularly the grade 8 students at the Beverly Heights Middle School who were chosen to attend, including Ms. Fernandez's classroom, who scored the highest on our Canadian Citizenship Challenge. And also to thank the wonderful executives at Historica Dominion Institute, Jeremy Diamond, Jenna Meisner, Laura Fraser, who have been so instrumental in working with Parks Canada and Nature Canada in this initiative. Our quote is that our wealth as Canadians is our wilderness and our history. Thank you.
Good morning. Before I launch into a quick promotion on My Parks Pass, I want to ask you folks, how many of you have actually been to a national park or a natural historic site in Canada? So this Park Pass is actually going to get a lot of you out there to see this place. And how many of you think that you could be unplugged during that event? So we have a challenge in front of us. I wanted to share with you a little bit about my experience and how national parks really changed my life. When I was young, that was quite some time ago, in around 7th or 8th grade, I joined my dad. We were in Ethiopia, and we would visit the national parks. He was a geologist, so he hammers away at rocks. Wasn't interested in that. I was interested in the birds that were around me. I would be chasing flamingos, and if you don't know what flamingos do, when you walk one way, flamingos walk the other, and when you go this way, the flamingos go that way, and when you go forward, they go back. And so I became enamored with birds, and when I returned to Canada, more or less when I was about your age, I had an opportunity to go bird watching. I live in Ottawa, and there's a nice park there called Gatineau Park, and I would spend my time going down to this park, and I would go out and I'd buy bird books. And I went to this place called Nature Canada Bookstore at that time. I was, I guess, 12 years old, and I had piles and piles of these books. And I would go out and see birds, and I really loved birds. And by going to these parks, I had this wonderful opportunity to get engaged with wildlife and the natural environment in Canada. And I think that's really, really important. And I hope that my Park Pass gives that opportunity to each and every one of you to experience these wonderful jewels that we have in Canada. And you might think that's a geeky thing, to go out bird watching, and I felt like a bit of a geek when I was doing that, but it has offered just a tremendous opportunity for me to get out and see the world. I've seen South America, I've seen the Amazon, I've seen the Arctic, I've seen large parts of the world. They're just fabulous, and I really hope that you have an opportunity, and that my Parks Pass will give you that one chance to get out there, or multiple chances possibly, to really experience what Canada has to offer. And we're really, really proud and very pleased to be partnering with Parks Canada, with HDI, and a number of other groups. And we're really looking forward to making this thing work. So thank you for being here. And I really look forward to engaging with you over the next year and coming years as this pass moves forward. Thank you.
What's the link between a fort, this huge rock, an old guy, a teepee, and a bison? These are all things you can access with your My Parks Pass for free. If you're a grade 8 student, you'll get your My Parks Pass from your teacher so that you can visit over 200 Parks Canada destinations for free and for a full year. Pretty cool, eh? It doesn't matter if you're into camping, skiing, paddling, exploring, or if you just want to discover more about Canada's past at your own pace, there's something for everyone. So, what about your family? Think they might feel left out? Well, we've got them covered. Just flash your pass, and they'll get a discount too. So, talk to your teachers, bug your parents, and get ready to explore all that Canada has to offer. With more than 200 destinations across the country, there's an adventure closer than you think. Check out myparkspass.ca for all the details and enter for your chance to win Canada's ultimate family adventure, a 5-day, 4-night all-inclusive trip to Jasper National Park.
So which of you wants to win the Jasper trip of a lifetime? Only the kids can apply.